Hello, this is Carl Andren from Andren Software Company with a video on how to install SeaMarks from either a USB device or a CD in the event that you had trouble doing it from either of those devices. To start with, we plug in the USB and go find it with Windows File Explorer. So on my computer, File Explorer is a little symbol like this. Looks like a manila folder on the taskbar. Should you not have such a item on the taskbar, you can click the lower left hand corner Windows symbol to get this menu. Slide on down to where you see Windows System, expand that, and you'll see File Explorer here. So you can get File Explorer going that way. Now, the thing we need to do is to create on the local disk C a folder for SeaMarks. So we go to this PC and we find local disk C and double click it, and we see we have a bunch of folders here. There's not very many because it's a relatively new computer. So we need to create a new folder, and if you're in the home page on the top here, you got home, share, view, drive tools and such. On the home page you can see this new folder icon, so you click it and then you type in the name of the new folder, which will be SeaMarks. Okay, now we have a folder on SeaMark on the C drive. If we sort by name, we can see it's in there. So now we need to go to the other drive that has the program, and that's this D drive. So the D drive has the stuff for installing SeaMarks. Now what I want to do is copy all of that to the SeaMarks folder I created. So I have to expand the local disk C to where I see SeaMarks, and I have to select all the things in this USB device or CD. That would look the same. So I click the first item, scroll to the bottom, hold down the shift key and click the last item. That selects them all. You could also use Control C to select all. And now I'm going to, with a left mouse key, I'm going to, whoops, I got to get back to the, got to put it over onto the SeaMarks folder. And you can see it copying stuff into the SeaMarks folder. It takes a little while to do it, especially off the CD. But that puts all of the program parts, supplemental folders, and bathymetric charts and NOAA charts onto the SeaMarks folder. So here we open the SeaMarks folder, and yes, we've got everything there. Now the one thing that that's remaining is, well, one of the things remaining is that we need a icon for SeaMarks. So if I right mouse click this and drag it over to the desktop, let go of the mouse key and create a shortcut here. If you want to, you can edit the name there, but for now we'll leave it. So that gets us to where we have SeaMarks ready to roll. So we can close out this window and open up SeaMarks. So double click it, open up, and you click on the OK button to get it running. And it says that the first time user, you might want to personalize the program for your operating area. You can either use user preferences from the tools menu or just click yes here, which will do the same. Now the printout header is what tells SeaMarks that you haven't programmed it yet. I haven't personalized. So if we take this out and put in your name, and then we might want to change the center latitude and longitude, inlet latitude and longitude, and inlet name to be appropriate for your area. Now these items are actually degrees, minutes, and fractional minutes, and they can have a dash in them, and we can set that by setting the number formats here. So we do that, set the number formats to degrees and minutes with gaps and 3 decimal places, and we're good to go here. Now you also want to maybe choose your Loran chain as appropriate for your operating area. This chain is good for the west coast of Florida from Pensacola down to almost Key West. The 3 chain is good in the Key West area. The 6 chain is good on the East Coast from Jupiter north. And these 2 chains down the bottom are old, obsolete chains that you just might have Loran data in. Now, if Loran is not on your horizon, you can hide all the Loran features. But we'll assume that you're going to be using Loran stuff. So you save the settings, and you go OK, done. Now this is copying stuff from the USB drive to the hard drive, assuming that you had used the normal installer. So we'll abort that because it's already done. And this is just a warning thing that you don't use these NOAA charts for navigation. So here we are with SeaMarks up and running with the test file. The test file is a whole bunch of bogus stuff that I corrupted the latitude and longitude of so that you could never find it. We can display this on a chart if we want, and it looks like this. You can do all kinds of stuff with it as you please. Now there's one thing I might want to additionally do, and that is create a link such that if we're in if we find a file which looks like a SeaMarks file, it has a DBF extension, we may want to make sure that the extension is as it should be. So if we right mouse click it, we'll say open with, and Internet Explorer, or choose another app. We don't want to go to the Microsoft Store because they don't know anything about it. So we choose another app. Now, since I already did this before, it's going to say, oh, here's a SeaMarks app. Yours probably won't. So you're going to have to go to More Apps and scroll to the bottom because none of those are right. So we'll look for an app on the PC that is in the hard drive. And son of a gun, if we go to local disk C and the SeaMarks program, and if we say we're going to run it with this, that's the setup or installer. This is the actual program. So if we open that, then that is what is going to open the test file. Okay? So that's all for now. Thank you for listening.